right, it's new year. Let's get started. Let's do this the right way. Hey there, Enterprisers. Jason Lango here again with Always Enterprise. And in this video, I want to show you how you can start the year off strong. That's right, let's start the year off strong. At the time of this video, it is nearing the end of the very first week of the new year, of course, that year being 2021. And a lot of people are super excited, and with good reason. 2020, as crazy a year as it was, is now officially in our rearview mirror. And if you're like me and a lot of people, you probably want to keep it as far back in the rearview mirror as possible. With that said, however, it is a brand new year, and with the new year comes New Year's resolutions, new goals, new objectives, new initiatives, and everything of the sort. And of course, along those lines, it just makes sense to really try to push to hit the ground running, as it were, to be strong, to be aggressive, and really have a strong start. Whether your new goals are of any nature in particular, whether it's financial, fulfillment, or fitness related, it definitely makes sense to do everything that you can to get a running start, get ahead of the game, get ahead of the pack, as it were, and really start the year off strong. In this video, I want to give you 3 specific methods and reminders, as it were, that if you keep these in the front of your mind, you'll have no problem doing just that. Let's get started. Number 1, measured aim. Measured aim. That's right, measured being the operative word here. In other words, you want to have some clear-cut, defined goals that are calculated and measured. More importantly, they're also measurable as you continue to go forward. Your goals should have already been imagined, right? Hopefully this is not the time that you're just now taking to imagine what these goals are, to think about what you want to do. Hopefully you did that towards the end of last year, and you certainly would have if you would have seen the previous video. If you haven't, I'll put a link to it in the description below. But yes, this is the time now for you to get calculated and clear on what it is that you want to do. And obviously you want to keep that in the front of your mind, not only what the goal is, but the steps that it takes to get there. Again, every step should be calculated, should be clear, should be mapped out, and that way it takes out all of the guesswork. Number 2, major attention. Major attention. In other words, laser-like focus. This is the time for you to have tunnel vision. This is the time for you to do everything in your power to stay focused, to get focused, and to keep anyone and anything from breaking your focus. This is the time at the beginning of the year that I would also encourage you to set some precedents, both guidelines and boundaries for yourself as well as your peers. Everyone around you, your friends, your family, your colleagues, usually at the beginning of the year, they can respect the New Year's resolution season. Odds are they probably have some of their own, and as a result, they're not going to be bugging you. However, we all know that that tends to fizzle out the further you go into the new year, oftentimes not lasting any more than 3 to 5 weeks. When that happens and people start to vie for your time or attention, keep to this precedent and keep remembering that this is the time that you have your blinders on, you're focused, and obviously it does make sense to certainly take some breaks and enjoy your friends and your family and things like these, but it's going to be done on your terms, not theirs. One of the things that you can do to help you accomplish this and really keep track of this thing is to use your calendar and to live by your calendar. And maybe in the past, it's not something that you've been really good about doing, but I encourage you to use it right now. And if anyone wants to see you, spend some time with you, hey, it's allowed. It's just got to be scheduled. So keep to major attention and don't let it break. Number 3, massive action. Massive action. It's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? This word kind of speaks volumes in and of itself as to what you need to do right now. Again, be massive action, right? Be massive action. Don't just take it, but you want to be it. You want to exhibit it. You want to live it. You want it to be where everything that you're doing now is going big or going home. Again, we are at the end of the first week of the new year. My question to you is, what have you done so far? If your answer is no, right, or nothing, or not much, or I'm just thinking about it, or still getting ready to get started, then you're not taking or being massive action, right? Now is the time to do everything as big and as hard as you can to give you the best shot of getting ahead of the game, getting that coveted head start that we all wanted as kids whenever we were going to embark on a race or a competition with other people. There are a lot of hungry individuals right now, likely in your field, with the same goals or higher goals than what you're trying to do. And, you know, as is said proverbially, they're trying to eat your lunch. So what are you doing now to get ahead? Not only in the numbers and in the money that you're bringing in, if that's your goal, but the actions that you're taking. Everything that you should be doing, every little move of the pawn, every little thought should be done in a big, big way. Hopefully this is one of those things where you've taken some action at the end of last year, and now you're continuing to have momentum that you can roll with and expound upon. But if you're just getting started from ground zero, you're already behind the 8 ball. You've already got a little bit of ground to make up. Now, never fear, it's not the end of the world. Again, this is the beginning of the year, but hopefully this refreshes your mind in giving you a sense of urgency that now is the time to go after it. Now is the time to hit it hard, get it big, and do this thing. And I promise you, you're gonna have a strong new year. That's it, my friends. Hopefully you've got value from this. Again, I'm excited to start off this new year with you, and hopefully through this channel and through your support, you'll continue to get a ton of good value and a ton of information that's going to help you have the strongest and best and most prosperous year that you've ever had in your businesses, in your life. Now make sure you give me a like and a comment and a subscribe, but make sure you also hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. This is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. Let's start this new year off right. I'll see you next time.